lot of you want to know how college orientation works and what goes on during orientation, so we're going to tell you. And we didn't have a channel while we were actually going to orientation, so I'm sorry we don't have the footage for that. But you're not missing much.
So the first thing you're going to notice is that you're actually spending the night at the college just so you can get a feel for the dorm life, and it's a 2-day event. And in our experience, they put us up in the best dorm on campus just to make themselves look better. I mean, it was pretty obvious. They put us in the most expensive one, the one with air conditioning and the biggest rooms. So it's not an accurate representation unless you're staying in that dorm, really.
At first, you're going to be extremely excited to go to this orientation. You know, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm staying over. This is the first time. You're going to be at college for real. It's very exciting. And I was really excited. I couldn't sleep the night before. But it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's a lot of going to meetings and assemblies and things like that, and listening to people talk and talk and talk about things you don't care about the rules, about drug abuse, sexual abuse, all that type of stuff. It's not that...
It's not fun.
It's not that fun, and you don't really get as much freedom as you think. You think you're gonna go there and just spend 2 days there and, you know, explore on your own and stuff. No. You have a strict schedule. I think ours was from 9 o'clock in the morning, no, 8:30 in the morning to like 9 at night.
Yeah, you're with your group the entire day. And like, they even want to eat lunch together. Like, everyone pretty much goes to lunch around the same time. Like, there's several groups, so they split it up, but your groups all like want to eat lunch together, and like mine wanted to get breakfast together and eat dinner together, and it's like, well, I don't want to spend all day with you. I have friends and I want to go make friends, because you don't really make friends in your group. I mean, they force you into a room with 20 people, so the odds are you're probably not going to be best friends with one of those 20 people.
Yeah, I thought I was going to go to orientation and make a ton of friends, and already had friends for when I go to school. I did not make a single friend that I didn't already have in orientation. Nobody wants to talk to each other. Nobody wants to open up for conversation. It's all just, you're all bored, you all hate this, and it sucks, and it's hot, and it's just boring.
Yeah, and then at 9 at night, when everyone gets out, they had like a little party thing in the res quad, and I mean, it's just dancing. And so, like, you're not walking around making friends and everything. There's just a loud music playing and people dancing. So, I mean, there was really no opportunity to make any new friends or anything like that.
Yep. Icebreakers are all you will do during orientation. Icebreakers, 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 icebreakers. If you have 5 minutes in between, you know, where you have to go, whoa, look at my hand. If you have 5 minutes between, you know, going from a classroom to an auditorium, you'll do an icebreaker. They drill you with icebreakers, and if you're a person that hates icebreakers like me,
and me,
it's not a fun experience.
I don't care where you're from, or like what high school you went to, or what major you are. Like, who really cares? That's not getting to know somebody at all. That's just like reading a stat sheet on a person, and it was just so boring to do, especially since it was the same 20 people for days.
Some of the actually exciting things during orientation is you get, you know, your ID card. At our school they call it a hoot loop, and you know, you take your picture that looks very awful, that you think you looked good at the time, but when you get your card it's like, ugh. So
yours looked good.
No, it did not. It looked really bad. You get your hoot loop ID card, you get your class schedule, which is pretty exciting because you don't really know your final schedule until you go to orientation, so you get to find out all your classes, and you get to start posting on your Facebook group, like, oh, who's in my classes, and stuff like that. And for our orientation, we did get a little homework assignment at night just to, you know, make sure we're not going out and going to any parties, or, you know, you have to manage your time between friends and homework.
Yeah, they tried to give us a lesson on time management by giving us homework assignment that took 15 minutes to do. I mean, some people were talking about how they were up for like an hour trying to do it, but it was literally like read a prompt and then answer like multiple choice questions, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so like it was so easy.
Yeah. For the most part, orientation's pretty boring. I wouldn't get excited about it again. It's a lot of, you know, pep and going over rules, and you're kind of babied a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So, orientation is kind of a bummer. Kind of sucked.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any more questions about orientation or college at all, we'll be happy to answer them in the comments below.